Hey guys, I'm JanetOnOccasion, and today we're playing at the Total War Warhammer II Battle Replay, and once again I'm playing as the Lizardmen. Yay, haven't done that in 2 days. Yeah, okay, or I'm doing it a bit lately. I'm enjoying them though. So I'm against the Wood Elves, which can be a bit hit or miss, you know, like Wave Watchers can kill the big dinos very, very easily, and yeah, we need token Azrai spears, and everything's got spears and armor piercing when I think about it. Yeah, it's pretty grim. But it's kind of difficult to stop all things like Wild Riders and things as well. That can be often quite difficult. So there's a lot of toing and froing. It could go either way. So anyway, here I have Saurus Warriors, frontline of Saurus Warriors. They'll do fine against Eternal Guard and things like that. You know, fairly robust. They've got shields. Not the best. I mean, it's only bronze, but they'll do. Also, I have Kroq-Gar on Grimlock. So very big target. Really got to watch out. You know, if he does get pinned, he can get just melted. He can get melted, and you don't want that. But I thought I'd give it a go anyway. Also, got a couple of skinks with javelins. Those javelins, they can do some good work to lightly armoured targets, and most of the Wood Elf roster is lightly armoured, so it really helps. Also, they're nice and quick, so they can chase things down rather well. Also, I have 2 units of Saurus Spears, one on either end. They're going to help against things like Wild Riders and the like. And also, I have 2 Bastillodons solar engines. These guys are great if they have a tree-focused army. You can really do a lot of damage to those trees. And, frankly, Lords and Heroes, all of them, are pretty good targets for the Bastillodon with solar engines. Except maybe a Glady on a horse, you know. But even then, if you do hit them, it hits for a lot of damage, so it's still pretty good. So I've got 2 of these, and I also have a Revivification Crystal. Revivification Crystal, there we go, I got it. So, yeah, all pretty handy stuff. I mean, it's a pretty straightforward army, I feel. Now, my opponent, he's got a pretty cool one. So, you can see here, he has a Waystalker. So, the Waystalker, pretty good missile damage, not a huge amount of armor piercing, but it's not too bad. And he does have some extra abilities as well. The Arrow of Kurnos can do some good work. Not a bad idea. In the back here, you can see he's got the Wardens of Scythrall, and he has some Wild Riders sneaking around this mountain. And in the front, he has 2 Starfire Shafts and 2 Hagbane. No, 1 Hagbane tip and a normal Glade Guard. So some good armor piercing here, as well as just some extra fire and poison. So pretty good. Pretty good for an archering, you know, an archer line. I like it. Also here, he has Orion. Orion, big, juicy target for me. I'm going to be able to hit him with a lot of lasers. So that's nice, so I can whittle him down and hopefully Kroq-Gar can finish him off. Also a Branch Wraith, definitely a good move, very useful to have some healing on something that's fairly robust and can give those melee attack buffs to nearby things. Also he's got some Dryads and some Eternal Guard, and in the back he has the Winterheart Guard, so they're unbreakable, which is very nice, very useful that. And that's it, so let's speed things up and see what happens. So here I'm having to retreat to the Bastillodon. I did want to shoot from a distance, but he can't really, he's a bit crap. Yeah, line of sight on this map, as you can see, it's not great. There are so many little hills and things he could hit by accident. So I'm having him retreat, everyone else is moving on in. They're taking some damage on the approach, but nothing too bad. Here, once again, line of sight being an absolute nightmare for me. Yep, I've managed to hit nothing twice with that Bastillodon. Great. So anyway, I'm going for Orion now with everything. That's the way to do it. So with Bastillodon, he's going to be charging straight in. He is anti-infantry, so I may as well get him involved. And if he presents a juicy target, there we go. Not too bad. Not too bad. So Melkos trying to slow me down here. And did he just use Hands of Orion, or was he going to use that? I think he's about to use it to try and slow these guys down. So anyway, still charging in with everything. He is getting his units around the... Nope, not yet. Apparently they're still on the approach. So getting some more damage into Orion there, which is very nice for me. And yeah, it really helps whittle him down early. I mean, he does heal, of course, with the Cloak of Isha once he gets damaged, but he's got to get very damaged first. And he's not going to be able to heal that quickly. It's just he will stay in sustained combat for a long time. When I've got something like Kroq-Gar that can hit very hard, he's not going to be able to heal quick enough. So once I whittle him down, Kroq-Gar can just munch him up. It'll be great. So everything else is charging in. Here, I'm going straight for the Glade Guard and Starfire Shafts, get on top of them. He's having to react to me here, and I get a lovely Wind Blast. Wind Blast is superb. Oh, yeah, I've got a Skink Chief, by the way. He's on foot. Yeah, I don't usually have him on foot, but I thought, may as well. So, yeah, Wind Blast and Curse the Midnight Wind. That's all he's got. So things are starting to move in, try and deal with this pocket. So Kroq-Gar's going to move out in a second, and getting some javelins into these guys, and it's doing some pretty good damage. Doing some pretty good damage here too. Another Melkos trying to slow these guys down. The Bastillodon, Revivification Crystal, having a fine time dealing with these Glade Guard. And I believe now things, yep, Wild Riders have managed to get on top of my Bastillodon. They don't have the best armor piercing though, so it's not too bad. You know, I will do some damage in kind, but it's not where I want to be really. And here you can see that Wardens of Scythrall are coming in. I definitely don't want them anywhere near my Bastillodon, so I'm going to block them with Skinks, move the Bastillodon back. So over here, Yep, Orion's taken a huge amount of damage, which is very nice for me, and my Saurus Warriors are doing pretty well charging through here. Now Krokgar is going straight for Orion with his anti-large. I mean, they both have anti-large, but I've got the Revivification Crystal. If I need to heal, he can heal too, but not that quickly, you know? So I can get some good damage on him. So an Earthblood, trying to heal him up. Of course, he's above the threshold for Cloak of Isha, so he's not getting the healing from that. Ooh, now he is. Yep, just hit him for a big chunk of damage there. So Krokgar's having a fine time here, attacking Orion. He'll take some damage in kind, but he's just in such a better position at this point to be able to do more. So that's nice. So here at the Bastiladon with Solar Engine firing at basically the other Bastiladon, shoot at those Wild Riders. And I'm going to have this Bastiladon shooting into the Wardens of Scythrol. So it's a nice crossfire. They can help each other out, which is good. It's why you have them spaced out like that. Never put them together. Always have them spaced out. So, oh, I think while I was discussing that, Orion got killed. Yeah, Orion's dead. So that's good news. Branch Wraith is now very much struggling. I hit him with the Cube of Darkness, and I've used Curse the Midnight Wind on all these guys, so their melee attack is next to nothing, and it'll just let my Saurus Warriors just cleave through all these lightly armoured guys. So the Starfire Shafts are really struggling here. There are some more firing in, of course, but I'm doing alright across here. Here, try and get him with a Wind Blast. Not the best hit, though, unfortunately. Did knock a lot of them over, but it wasn't the best hit. And, of course, with the Saurus Warriors rampaged, I'm not going to bother using a Cold-Blooded. I'm happy for them to be shooting, you know, not shooting, attacking the Winterheart Guard. That's fine. So over here, big old mosh pit. Just, yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess over here. Doesn't matter. I've got Krokgar taking out the vital things. It's all good. So, speaking of Krokgar, I'm pretty sure I get him off with Branch Wraith in a second. He won't get the anti-large, of course, but he's got a huge charge bonus and great melee attack anyway. He'll be able to do a lot to the Branch Wraith that I am trying to shoot at as well, but that's a miss, unfortunately. Sad times. But I'm doing alright over here. You know, my Saurus Warriors are getting through the Dryads. They are getting through the Eternal Guard. They're doing alright. Now the Spears, they're just going to chase these guys indefinitely. They're never going to catch up, but I may as well have them keep chasing. Here, managing to terrify these guys away. Shoot Krokgar with my Bastiladon, which isn't wise. And here, managed to hit the Waystalker with the Hand of the Gods for huge damage. So he's pretty much had it. Yep. More arrow shots coming in, which isn't great for me. Isn't great for Krokgar, but he's fine. And there's another Melkoth to try and slow him down. So not a bad shout, you know, try and keep the Eternal Guard on him. He obviously can shoot while moving with the Glade Guard, so as he retreats, he's able to get more shots in. And here, still getting some great damage to the Wardens of Scythrol with the Bastiladon. But here he realises the Wild Riders can wipe out these skinks so easily. So it's definitely worth doing. Definitely worth doing that. So still chasing, you know, indefinitely. That's going to be happening a long time. And here you can see Krokgar, yeah, he dealt with the Branch Wraith a bit, scared him off. He's running off now, so I'm going to charge him some more. So big hit here. Yep, massive hit. So that's pretty lovely. And the front line of his is really starting to struggle a bit. Here you can see the Winterheart Guard. They are holding out for quite a while. These Eternal Guard will probably best these Saurus Warriors eventually. But there's a lot of big dinos running around. They're going to be tough to stop. And in the back, you can see these Wild Riders, they're taking a lot of damage from the Bastiladon over here that's shooting into this blob. And this Bastiladon is still shooting into these elite units. So the Eternal Guard here, the Dryads, and yeah, the Wardens of Scythrol are going to be moving in. So yeah, getting some lovely damage into these units. I don't have to worry too much about them. All of my strength is in Krokgar and the Bastiladons, so it's all good. Oh, also here I've got a Skink Priest in melee, but he's against archers, so who cares? He can do that, that's fine. You know, he'll do okay. He'll do okay. Also, I think I'm going to use a Wind Blast on himself in a second. But things are starting to go awry for the Wood Elves here. They just don't have enough stuff left. So here we just got the Winterheart Guard left. Everything else has suffered army losses. And that is that. Well, eventually. Anytime now. There we go. There we go. He does quit. So he doesn't make me sit here and, you know, fight those Winterheart Guard. Be a bit pointless, really. I mean, one Wind Blast could wipe them out. So, you know, what's the point? So, Pyrrhic victory. So yeah, this was a fun one. Yeah, I'm enjoying playing the Lizardmen. I haven't played Lizardmen in a while. Well, you know, before the last time I played Lizardmen. But I think they're good. People complain, you know, about the whole Rampage thing, and they don't get the healing from Cold-Blooded, but they've just had huge buffs across the board. Their stats are just better everywhere. And I think that makes them a lot better, because now you have a way of controlling Rampage, so if stuff does Rampage and you don't want it Rampage, it's really easy to stop them doing that. So you just have to be on the ball there, you know. So really the main thing they lose is healing, but then they do still have the Bastiladon with a Revivification Crystal, you know, they've still got Apotheosis. They're kind of fine, you know. I don't think you really need to rely on their healing as much as you used to. That used to be their main strength, which didn't make a lot of sense, you know. It should be their units actually doing something, not the enemy having to kill you 7 or 8 times before you go down for good. That's boring. It's just... it's a slog, it's dull. So this way, they're just better. All the units are better, so I like that. You know, I think it's much more enjoyable. So, and I certainly enjoyed this one. And yeah, Wood Elves, I think they can go either way. So this is a nice even matchup, I feel. But yeah, glad he didn't bring too many Way Watchers. He did actually say when we're going into this, I'm not spamming archers, by the way. I'm assuming he's had a lot of people just drop, because when you see someone pick Wood Elves, you assume you're going to be fighting, you know, 50 units of Way Watchers, and it's going to be just dull. So this guy made sure to point out that he's not going to be boring. So good on him. That's, you know, it's good to see. But, yeah, it's good fun. So guys, if you enjoyed this, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.